Okay, now we're going to show you how to tape a knee joint. Now this is going to be secure enough for the ACL, the MCL and the LCL. You can just do one side for the MCL or the LCL, but I prefer to do the whole knee just because I think it keeps it more secure when you're playing any type of sport or anything like that. So we're going to be using zinc oxide tape for this. This is from Locked In again. And this is the 3.8 centimetre. You can use the 5 centimetre as well, depending on how big your client is. So we're going to use this one. First of all, you want to be creating your anchors. So you're going to go onto the thigh on here, just above the knee joint, to create your first anchor. And the second anchor is going to be just on the tibia there, just below the kneecap, as you can see, giving you enough space to get the tape wrapping around. Okay. So there are quicker ways of doing the taping of the knee. I just prefer doing it this way because of stability reasons. I think that this way of taping holds the knee secure and will get you through the game that you're playing. But as I said, there are alternatives. It isn't just this way. So you're going to start medially at the moment, just onto there. You're going to run across onto where the ACL joint would be, and you're going to be running up to the second anchor on the lateral side of the thigh. So now you're going to start from the bottom anchor on the lateral side. You're going to run it up, crossing over the ACL again to where the MCL joint would be, and attaching on the top anchor there. You want to go across the top of the knee and cross over onto the other side, the lateral side, the LCL, and come down to the lower anchor. Side of the top anchor, you're going to come across, crossing over the top of the knee joint and onto the MCL and down to the lower anchor. Is repeat these steps 2 to 3 times, slightly overlapping on the tape as you're going back over the original tape. Once again, repeating the process, going from the lateral side across the ACL over to the upper anchor. Repeating this process 2 to 3 times just to improve the stability of the knee and to make sure it stays in place and the tape doesn't move. Once you've repeated the process several times and you've got several layers of tape, you're now just going to close off your anchors just to secure it, like so. Then you're going to go over the top anchor just to close it off. Now, doing this yourself can be quite difficult, so it might take you a couple of times to practice, but the benefits of this particular taping is you are protecting the MCL here, so you've got protection there, you've got protection on the ACL at the front, and you've got protection on the LCL. That is all 3, well, obviously there is a 4th ligament in the posterior, but you can't really protect that with this particular taping. But you've got 3 ligaments in the knee protected with this tape, but you still allow yourself with some mobility. You've got the movement in the knee, the flexion there, and the extension of the knee, still with that tape and that knee completely secure.